But no, I recently turned 60 last Tuesday. Thank you. I'd say that I'm dating myself, but at this point it's mostly carbon dating. But I can still do everything I did 40 or more years ago. I still swim. I'm a body surfer. I spent my summer, my birthday weekend at the beach. I still ski in the wintertime. I ride city bike about 800 miles a year. But the only thing I can't do is communicate with younger people. I'm in acting school, which is a whole other story, but every single other student in my acting school is more than half my age. They're in their late 20s. So they invited me out to karaoke night a couple of weeks ago. So I get there, and they're talking about Notorious Big. I thought maybe we were going to film a porn movie. They were asking me about The Killers. I thought maybe there was another school shooting.
No.
So finally, this one young woman says, "Do you know that song by Meatloaf?" I was like, "You mean Paradise by the Dashboard Light?" She starts jumping up and down. Oh, can we do a duet? I said, "Yeah, little point of reference. St. George Theater, March 1978. A Meatloaf concert was my first date." And she said, "Well, it's more than 40 years before I was born." That was pretty bad. That was kind of embarrassing. But, I'm okay. I mean, the way I look at it, I try to put a positive spin on things. I'm over 60. I used to drink in old man's bars. Now I drink in bars. I used to date older women. Now I date women. I'm pitching a reality show about my sex life. Antiques Roadshow. No, I've taken stock of my life. I've had a lot of success, a lot of failure, mainly in comedy. But I'm divorced, thanks. Twice, thanks. So first time I got married was 1990. Second time I got married was 2012. So I had a lot of time during the pandemic to listen to a lot of music. And it occurred to me, the first time I was married to the band Nirvana. The second time I got married, I was married to the band The Foo Fighters. I listened to a lot of music on Amazon while I was sitting in my apartment during the 5-week lockdown when I couldn't work. And it occurred to me, every single song by Nirvana and The Foo Fighters sounds just like both of my marriages. Guitar solo. Take away the guitar solos. That's both of my marriages. My second ex-wife heard me do that set. She called me up. She said, "It didn't sound like that." Yes, it did. She said, "Well, I didn't really want to be your trophy wife. I wanted to be a partner." Why? Dave Grohl was the drummer in Nirvana. He's the leader of the Foo Fighters. He had a partner in Nirvana named Kurt Cobain. You know what he did? He put a gun to his stomach and pulled the trigger. Dave Grohl had a partner in the Foo Fighters named Taylor Hawkins. He was the drummer. You know what he did? He died of a drug overdose. Partnership is not all it's cracked up to be. This is what I'm going to say about relationships. Don't be in a relationship. If you're going to be in a relationship, don't get married. If you're going to get married, don't have kids. And if you have kids, make sure they're criminals. Have you ever heard of a reform school shooting? Maybe I just overthink these things. I'm an engineer. I haven't always been an engineer. I thought about becoming a mortician because I like sex. When I was a little kid, I told my parents I wanted to study anthropology. My father went apeshit. In graduate school, I took a course in evolution. I felt like a fish out of water. So I went to Catholic school for 12 years, also known as atheist prep. You guys know about Catholics? You touch yourself, you're going to hell. You touch little boys, you're going to Boston.
Oh, man.
Catholics are big on funerals. Personally, I'm going to get cremated. I like to think outside the box. Catholics like pain. You know how much Catholics like pain? They took the Bible and they added more chapters. So I'm a failed actor, thanks. I don't take direction well. I was at a commercial audition. This casting director says, "Can you be a little more Catholic?" I forgave him. Here's the problem with acting. There's the craft of acting, and there's the business of acting. And when you're at school for the craft of acting, you just spend a lot of time making friends that talk about something they can't do, which is act. When you're at school for the business of acting, you hear people talk about things that they don't do, which is earn a living as an actor.